You might be saying, why don't I just build a fence around my nether portal? Well, that's gonna mean that I can't do something like this and get all the great loot from it. Now that I've got a cleaver, they don't even bother me. And the loot floweth. Hello guys and girls, Jokester here, bringing another episode of FTB Presents Direwolf20. We are up to episode 8, yay, episode 8, and we've got a whole bunch of white balls. What's that from? Well, that's what I'm holding in my hand. That is the Illumination Wand. I no longer have to have torches with me. That's one of the wands I found in all my nether spelunking last episode. The acceleration wand, you guys don't understand how cool that is. And if we look at the recipe on that, if we want to, we have this advanced wand core, just some bone meal. Seems simple enough, right? Except for no, 2 gas teals, a diamond, another star, and a wand core, which is a whole bunch. It's a very expensive wand. And I found not one, but 3 of these bad boys. I also found 5 illumination wands. I found 4 of these teleportation wands, a swapping wand, 5 of these teleportation wands, a swapping wand, a potion wand, it looks like 2 swapping wands here. And then we look in our bag, in our little golden bag of holding, and there's a whole bunch of these moving wands. These moving wands are great because you can pick up spawners, you can pick up mobs, you can pick up blocks and so on. So I have a bunch of them in case I ever find a bunch of spawners that I want to capture and bring back and do something with. And I have, of course, the teleportation wand. This one's kind of fun. Right, they're all charged up, so I'm in this. Yeah, it doesn't work so well inside, but it is fun. Watch this. How about if we say, oh, up there. Shoot, I'm right there. How about if we say, let's see how far it'll go. How about way over there? Nope. It takes a few hits to get there, and you notice the power level hasn't really gone down. So I could just do this and get here real quick. Pretty nice. It's a quick way of getting around. You will suffocate if you teleport there. Love it. Except for I did suffocate the first time. Anyway, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. However, you see that we've got some diamond horse armor and gold horse armor. For those of you watching my Infinite Choices series, you know what's coming up. But for those of you tuning in, we're going to do some more actual additions. And there is some really cool stuff. If we take a look at this diamond horse armor, and we'll find out the uses. What can we do? Sorry, let me get over here, highlight over here. What can we do with it? Well, we can put it in a crusher and we can get 8 diamond dust. Now, the problem is, what can we do with the diamond dust? Well, you can make Energium from IC2. Don't care about that. Or we can recycle it. So that's unfortunately all we can do. Energium, we could make glass fiber cables. This is high-end, low-loss power cables for IC2 power. That's it. That's pretty much. Oh, you can make an energy crystal and recycle it, turn it into scrap, which is primarily used for UU matter. So we can't really benefit from breaking this down. If we had mechanism, we can turn that back into 8 diamonds. So that's unfortunate. Let's see what we can do with the. Here, we can smelt this in our smelter. We can turn this into gold grit with our crusher. And of course, we can turn it into scrap with IC2. So I think we're going to go this route. We're going to build a crusher that, even though we can only use for gold horse armor, gold is fairly precious. I've got less than a stack here, and in my backup chest I have 2.5 stacks. So it's not like I'm overflowing in gold. And as you've seen before, I have a lot of copper because a byproduct copper is gold. And so we need to stock up on that stuff. So let's get going with the crusher. So let's get a crusher here. Now there's a dual crusher. It's just twice as much. I don't think I really need all of that. Let's see what we have. Don't really need to do 2 things at once, although we do have a whole bunch of this black quartz in which to process. So we have, if we just smelt it, we get 1. Frankly, I have a lot. So I don't mind wasting it that much, but if we use either this crusher or the alchemical table or the actually additions crusher, we double it. So that's what we're going to go for. So we've got 2 of these guys. We need this iron casing. We'll need 1 of those. And that should be everything I need. Yay! We've got the crusher. Now this is an RF-based device. And so if I were just to put it down somewhere, it's not going to get any power. Except I could just put it right here. And then we would have that filled in. It would now be, get away from this hit block, it's now instantly filled up with power. That was really cool. And we do have these capacitors down here. Now realize I have upgraded them to the next level. So each of these now are the 5 million ones. And so they're only a little bit more expensive now that I have the ability to make the energetic alloy. I have the glowstone. Things are just coming along. So I have upgraded these. Even though I don't quite need it, it's just nice to have, right? So now we have this, which is really cool. Let's take this guy, and then we'll put it in here. Yay, we got 8 gold, and that is that one. That is a heck of a lot of gold, considering, you know, early game and the rarity of gold. I mean, obviously not like diamonds or anything, or emeralds. Well, actually, emeralds is pretty good. Oh, not oil generator. This one, yeah, all good. So that's all finished. We could do this, but we're going to be left with components that we can't really do much with. So I'm going to save this in case in the future we have mechanism that gets added in. Now, it's not like diamonds are you know, we're overflowing in them like we are with emeralds. So what can we do with emeralds? Well, there's the other thing, is this Restonia crystal helmet. Now, I'm in a unique situation where I have a ton of emeralds, but frankly, I have always been able to do pretty decent by trading things like coal for emeralds, or sugarcane, or mostly paper for emeralds, and I've always been able to get quite a bit. And so really, for a full set of armor, we only need 24 emeralds if we were to make emerald armor. So let's take a look at the armor options we have. And so this emerald is pretty good. Let's just look at the chest plate. So 9 here, diamond level is 8. So I've got a lot, and that's going to be pretty cool to be able to do 9. That's straight emerald. Now, what if we were to do this converted diamond, right? So this is 8 plus 2, and this is straight 8. Well, how about emeradic? This is 9, and this is 9. So to me, there's not much difference, but the durability. Now look at the durability on this one is 800, and this one's 960. So yeah, I could go 8 plus 2 armor toughness. I really don't know what, this is what we're wearing now, by the way, that's 7. So I really don't know what the armor toughness gives us. I haven't really researched much on that, but that looks to be about the best we can do with just straight old stuff. So with straight old, you know, emerald, diamond, etc. And without getting into other mods like Botania or blood magic. Try to find the blood magic. There's blood magic. It's not the one I'm looking for. I'm obviously blind and can't see. It's probably named something different. But another really cool one is the dark armor from Ender.io. That's really cool. Now, one of the challenges I have is I'm kind of enjoying the slime boots. Armor Plus mod adds the purple slime boots, which we'll probably do over in my other series, and we're going to be getting armor with it. This one has no armor. It just merely gives us the bounciness, which is really handy while I have a jetpack, because forward momentum on a jetpack is really tough. Now, what I'm noticing is that the electric jetpack is actually providing armor, so that's really cool. It's 8 armor plus 2 toughness. So even if we were to go with the, you know, this here with a 9, or the other one, this Emeradic one, with 9, we still have to use this if we actually want to fly, but we can replace the legs, the head, and I'm going to keep the slime boots. I would love to have the Armor Plus mod so we can actually add armor. Now it adds like 2 armor on top of it, and maybe 1 armor toughness. I forgot what, but it does add a little bit armor, and it helps. But for right now, I think we're going to have to forego. So we need 2 pieces. So if we remember, it's not that much, and for let's just do. Without calculating it out. Well, here, we can calculate it out. Let's just say we need legs, and then we need a hat, right? So if we were to do that, we throw those away, and then I can just grab these back out, and I pulled them from the chest, darn it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we need 12. All right, so that's what we need for the Emeradic. So we will count out 12, and we will put all the rest of this back, and we will juice it up. So let's throw this out here. Oh yeah, magnet. Yeah, in case you didn't see any of my previous episodes, I have the items dislocator. It's a Draconic Evolution. I'm into Draconic Evolution, late game, end game stuff, and I'm already there. Zip. Okay, so we've got the Emeradic. So let's make our stuff. We'll do that, and we'll do that. And so there's my legs, there's my head. See, Restonia. And you know what else I want to do? I want to make an armor stand. So let's do an armor stand. We're going to need this. And just to kind of display the other stuff that we had. Now, do I have my armor in here? Where did I put my other armor? I swear I have this, but I think I disposed of it a long time ago. So, you know what? We're going to do Restonia, and we're going to make up the missing pieces. But let's first put down this armor stand. We're going to kind of make a little tribute here. I don't know where to do it, though. Maybe we'll do it back here for right now, and then I got to do some rearranging. We've got to punch some walls out and make a little bit more room, and oh, not that, not that. And we're going to put that on there, and that. And so let's do a chest and feet for, there we go. Let's get rid of all, oops, no. Chest and feet. And there's that, and then here and there. We're just gonna round out our armor sets as we go along. All right, we'll kind of track all the different armor sets we get into. So there you go. There's our first armor set. Our second one looks like this, and we are now a little more green. Yeah. So in theory, our armor has gone up. Now it doesn't show it here because of this electric jetpack. Even though it says it's providing armor, it doesn't show it down here, but I think it still is. So I'm not sure, but I think it is, right? So how's that for definitive? Now, if we look at the, there's all kinds of different jetpacks, and we were looking in the previous episode that we've got this jetpack attachment plate. And there's no texture here, but there is in my other pack. And so what I found is that you can actually add armor to it and add it to the jetpack. And so you just combine it with the armor, the jetpack, and this jetpack attachment plate, and it will add to it. The problem, though, is that we need some of these things like this carbon plate, which needs the compressor, and we're digging in. And you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Frankly, we can go and get back into first person mode here. We can go get, do I have the, I thought we had, maybe we don't. Sorry for just rummaging through my stuff here, but I could have sworn we had captured a bat already and had the stuff. But the bottom line, what I'm trying to get to is that we don't necessarily have to stick with our jetpack. We can go with a angel ring of flight. So, all right, now what are we going to do next? So we've got new armor. We've got this fancy Emeradic armor that in theory should be even better than what we had before, because now we have a ton of emeralds. But we want to do some other things. I've put this off long enough. If we look at some of the stuff like Emeradic, yes. So if we look at this empowered Emeradic crystal, I've talked about this many episodes, and we need to get into the empower. Well, the empower is, if we take a look and see what the empower looks like, here's the recipe, all right, and let's see if we can get the display stands. We need 4 of these, and they go around. Let's see if they actually show us. I know that's the recipe. There we go. Here's what it looks like. So we need 2 blocks away, well, technically 3 blocks, depending on how you count, 2 blocks space in between around the display, with the display stands around it. So we need the empower itself. We need 4 of these and laid out like this. The challenge is that each one of these needs power, which isn't that big a deal, but there's many different ways to do that. Now, I could go with like a, running a long cable. I can go with something like a power cell. And so the cool thing is let's take a look at the power cell real quick, because that was something I was really looking at. The power cell is from RF Tools. If you're not familiar with this, power cell is effectively remote power, right? You have two of them. One of them's plugged into the power inside here. We just put it right over here, put it next to our power, and it provides power somewhere else. So if we look at this, though, it needs Prismarine. And well, how do you get Prismarine? Check this out. You can actually take nether quartz and make Prismarine. And that's really cool. In fact, I've already done it. And so we could easily make many of these, and we just need one emerald. And so really easy. The pretty neat. And then the machine frame, that's what I was trying to say. And then we could do the power cards to link them together. So that's really cool. But Elpec was reminding me that, hey, let's keep it in the back. Let's keep it in the back. He's got some cool stuff to do it. And so there's these wireless energy relays, right? So they actually transmit power across. So I think we might play with that. So let me get some things together, because we've been doing a lot of talking and not a lot of making of stuff. So let me get some stuff together. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, it has been quite some time because I had to go find snow. It was strangely hard. So I had already checked around here, and there's none, and I just picked a direction north. So I kind of flew all the way up here, and flew up here, and flew up here, and flew up here, and I finally found some snow. Good stuff. So these four within an Orient crystal are going to be what we want to do with our Empower. However, we need to make the power first. So I've already made a double battery. That's the recipe for it. Pretty straightforward, right? We just make this Empower, use one of those, and this display stand, let's take a look at the recipe of that. Use these aesthetic quartz and aesthetic green blocks. Well, how do you make them? Well, let me just show you. You can also look it up in JEI. So it's a block of quartz for the aesthetic, and it is a chiseled quartz block, which is just 2 stone slabs. But I want to just show you, do one of these on camera, since I've done all the rest of them. Save some time here. And so we can put down, these are the quartz blocks, okay? Remember, 3 by 3 by 3, so that fits within there. I hit that, and zoom. It now makes all of these guys. And if I take it over here, and I pick the recipe of this guy, and it should make our last display stand. All right, I've also made these energy laser relays. Very straightforward, just a little obsidian, block of redstones, and an advanced coil. Okay? Pretty straightforward, and that is going to be, well, let's actually put this, so we can take, the way these work is we can take one of these energy relays, and we can put it right here, okay? Now, I've also made this laser wrench right there, very straightforward, just an Orient advanced coil, and so we shift right click on this, so it stores that location. And then I've cleared out a little space. I haven't printed it up yet, but it's just it's basic for right now. I'm just running out of time. I want to get this out for you guys. And I have made in our pattern, remember we just looked at the pattern, and I have run power conduits except for right here. So we're going to place the stand. Sorry, nope. Let's get some of these out of the way. Okay, the Empower right in the middle. So 2 blocks away, we're going to place one stand. 2 blocks away, we're going to place one stand. 2 blocks away, we're going to place one stand. And then over here, we're going to want it right here, but we do have to power this with the power relay, or at least all of these. And so let me grab some power energy conduit down here. All right, and so let me show you. Obviously, I have crisscrossed these guys, and so this will come across, but we're going to put one right there, and I want to put the laser relay below it. Okay, so that'll be feeding it, and remember I have stored the laser wrench now I right click on it, and there we go, then laser is connected. Now we should be able to see if we look real hard here. Oh, I don't have my jetpack on. Oh, I don't have a block with me. Yes, I do. I got 1 marble block. Oh, I don't have that. Okay, not a problem. Okay, so we should be able to see right there the particles, and so that is wirelessly connecting over here. And then we can put our last display stand. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. Why don't you guys let me know? There we go. But easy to fix. There we go. We'll put our last display stand, assuming I was paying attention. I'm not worried about getting it done. Okay, so that is powering up. And, yes, I know I'm going to get stuck down here, but I made myself stairs. So we can do that. And, nope, can't get out. There we go. Now I'm on this side. And, there we go. Okay, so now this guy's getting power. This guy's getting power. This here. And this here. All right, so we are cruising. Cruising. So, the recipe, what we want to do. What are we trying to do? Well, we want to make a Ring of Growth. The Ring of Growth needs these empowered Inori crystals. How do we make the empowered Inori crystals? Well, we can look right here. In this tab, it shows that you can put an Inori crystal or a block, and we need a button, cobblestone, gray dye. Of course, many different ways to make it. I did the ink sac with the bone meal. And a snowball. That's what I needed the snowball for. So we should be able to get these out of here. 1, 2, 3, and so we put one there. We put one there. Let's see if we have enough power. We put one there and one there. And now, once we place we can do a whole block so that we don't have to use 4 times or 9 times as much. And we put that in there. And we see really cool particle effects. Let's see how our power is still going up, which is good. Good. So it's not super power intensive, and that one's already all filled up. Excellent. Love it. Okay, so we'll give that a moment to finish up. All right. So we can grab that guy. Yes? No? Maybe? I want to grab it. Shift. There we go. It's just a weird, it wouldn't let me grab it. Okay, now we have this, and we can turn that into the empowered Inori crystals. Yay! Ring of Growth. And we're going to need our seeds and that ring in the middle. So let me grab 4 seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, we got one extra. That's okay. And boom, boom. There's our ring. Ring of Growth. Come to me. Yes. Okay, so this is our first ring from Actual Editions. So we can place it in here. And we don't need a ton of power right off the bat, but why not? It's quick. It's only 1 million RF. We have 15 million in here, so not a problem. Plus, it's also recovering from what we've done, the damage down there. So if I hold this, now you can see all kinds of particle effects are starting to work. And so I can walk around anything and grow. Now this is supposed to be planted right here, and I was wrestling with the light being low enough, but anyway. All right, guys, we need to get out of here. You guys see how cool this is? This will just, I could stand here, I get AFK, and we're doing okay. We're doing okay in here. There's 13 there, there's none there, but we still have full liquid, and that's all that matters. I just don't know. These guys are running like crazy incessantly, and it's all about this needs to fill up a little bit, which needs power, which then drains a little bit, and this needs to fill up a little bit and drains a little bit, and it's just a vicious cycle. It just runs non-stop. I tried to slow it down with this guy, but it's just incessantly running and using up just a tiny little bit of the canola just for topping it off. Uses a whole thing, but in order to make a little bit more to top off, it wastes a whole one. Anyway. Yeah, so you guys see how cool that is. Now this has to be held in my hand, and you see it's almost out of power. So it's not OP. It's definitely balanced. Good job, Alpec. Appreciate that. And that's about it, though, guys. We need to get out of here. Let me go. All right. Well, if you had fun, leave a like. If you enjoy the series, subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm building my channel, and hopefully you learned a lot of great stuff, and you'll realize that there's great stuff coming in future episodes as well. So with that said, guys, Actually Editions, having a blast with it. Hope you are too. Talk to you later. Bye.